Hello, and welcome to another episode of the JD podcast. I know it's been a while. I have been uploading F1 content recently, and we are back for another episode. I know what I'm going to talk. Whoa, camera's up here. Let me fix that real quick for you. Whoa, hello. I know I haven't uploaded an episode of the podcast for a while. I've kind of been a bit lazy with it, but we're back. Let's just go straight into it, really. Most of it's just going to be sport related for this podcast. We'll go into it. The A-League semi-finals are back. Well, they're on starting tonight. It's actually playing right now as I'm recording this. I don't know the score. I will check later. Sydney FC vs Perth, and then Melbourne City vs either Wellington or Western United. One of them two. I don't know. I think it's Wellington. What's good name? Bayern Munich won Champions League number 6 for them. They beat PSG 1-0, which is good. I was watching the game on replay, and PSG did dominate for a long period of that game. Kingsley Coman, an ex-PSG player, scored against his boyhood club, which is good for him, I guess. Alphonso Davies got his first Champions League, which is good to see. Yeah, I think it's one of the first people to come out of the MLS to do it. I'm not. Don't quote me on that, but I think I could be right. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's been a very sporty months gone past. NRL's still going on. My team's still riding in the top 3, which is good. We just beat Melbourne Storm at the moment. I'm tired. Oh my god, look at me. Fucking I look tired. What else? The big talking point is F1 this week. We've gone up from 13 races now to 17 with the announcement of 3 new racetracks but 4 races to the calendar. So the last 4 races of the season there, we'll be going to Istanbul in Turkey for the first time in 8 years. We'll also be going to Bahrain twice, and we'll be going to Abu Dhabi for the last race of the season. Now I know that Turkey doesn't get used much because it doesn't have the funds to, keep up with the other big tracks. The only reason Silverstone is still on the calendar is because it's been there since. I mean, Silverstone, Spa and Monza are best 3 tracks in F1. Besides Albert Park. Even though Albert Park hasn't been on the F1 calendar for a long time, but it is the most first race GPs ever. I saw a video that Veloce Esports did. Just search up every first race of the F1 season and it'll come. So let's talk about these 4 races. Turkey is a very historic track for Red Bull. Red Bull, Ferrari, and one other team I forgot. Where Red Bull had the famous Multi 21 saga with was it them? Was it that? No, that wasn't then. I think. No, that was the famous Vettel crash into Webber, where pretty much where Mark Webber was staying on the line, but Vettel was also trying to get across to get on the racing line so he could brake on the right spot, and Vettel drove into Webber, and Helmut Marko blamed Webber for it, and then he left and retired and all that shit. Yeah, there was actually a bit on at the F1 channel, Heineken Heroes or whatever, where David Coulthard interviewed Mark Webber, where he talks about his career in F1, what happened in the European Grand Prix in Valencia, and I think they talk about Turkey a bit. I watched it, but I forgot now. It's been a couple of days since I watched it. Mark Webber was just the driver that got me into F1. Obviously, as an Australian fan of sports, seeing an Australian win a Grand Prix. I actually watched the 2000 and something Grand Prix where Mark Webber finished quite high at Red Bull. My favourite driver, Australian driver of all time, is Webber. Even all Australian drivers. I'm a massive fanboy of Australian drivers. Like, Danny Ricciardo is my favourite driver on the grid at the moment. And I'm even doing a sort of biography piece on him for a school assignment, because yes, I still go to school. And yeah, talking about cars and F1, looks like Nico Hulkenberg could be coming back to F1. Obviously, if you don't know, Nico Hulkenberg was racing for Racing Point earlier in the season for the 70th anniversary Silverstone Grand Prix, where he had to fill in for Sergio Perez because he had the cough disease / virus. He filled in, qualified third, which is the highest for a Racing Point team. And he finished 7th, which isn't bad. I mean, he got called up to do well, he actually rung up Helmut Marko to see if he could drive for them, but it depends on Christian Horner and see if he wants to drop Albon, or if Verstappen's gonna leave, or whatever happens, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna be uploading another F1 episode later this week. It'll be Monaco. I just uploaded. The last video would have been Spain. At the moment, on my recordings, I just recorded France and Austria. I should have done Austria as well, but for some reason I can't. Yeah, the recordings aren't working. I've got them on my actual phone, but I don't have them on my which I'm probably just gonna do some editing anyway, but so it's alright. Yeah, it's a long yeah, this season's gonna be a bit longer than expected. There's actually that the last 4 races of the season in the real F1 season, which is obviously, like I said before, Turkey, Bahrain, Abu Dhabi. The last 3 races will be a triple header, and Imola, which is going to be the race before Istanbul. So those will be double header and then a break and then back to back. Talking about that season, when they go to the Nürburgring Nordschleife F1 circuit, the practice 1 and practice 2, which is on the Friday, will be my birthday. Well, I don't know, amazing. So I actually get to watch F1 on my birthday. Brilliant. Like I'd say, so myself. What are we? Okay, we're 10 minutes in. I got my L's recently. I've done 2 hours in 2 days. I've had them for 3 days. So which is even better. I mean, I got my L's on, what's the name? I got my L's on Monday. Today is Wednesday. I did an hour yesterday. And then I've done 55 minutes, so pretty much technically 2 hours. Yeah, the problem with my dad says when I'm driving is like, when I'm turning right, I'm fine. But when I'm turning left, I like to grab the underneath and then bring it around. Or I like to bring it and then I like to shove my arm down and then go across, and then I like to grab it, or I like to grab it on top and then bring it down, and my arms are like uncoordinated, and then when you gotta bring it, my arms are always uncoordinated, especially when I'm turning left, because I'm just not used to do anything with my left hand. I am right-handed. I do everything with my right hand. Everything. And I just don't enjoy doing anything with his hand. His hand sucks. But yeah, I can't really do anything about it. It's my left hand, I guess. It's still a part of my body. If I'm yeah. I mean, I drive my mum's car, which is fine. She drives a Kia Sportage. Yeah, my dad drives a Subaru Forester. My mum's car is more basic. I'm just getting used to that, driving that car. Mum says my mum doesn't want me to drive a car. The only reason she does is so I can clean it every bloody couple of weekends, because it's dirty as. My mum doesn't drive a car much. It's dirty. It's hella dirty. Like, the steering wheel has coffee stains on it. That's why my mum, she drinks a lot of coffee, and there are coffee stains on the steering wheel. The steering wheel, like, not even on the handle, like the handle of the wheel, the actual horn. Like, if you press it, you've got coffee on your hand now. And it's pretty funny. There's coffee stains everywhere, which is hilarious. But I have to drive the thing. My mum's car was getting serviced today, and they didn't clean it because it was just too dirty. Because usually you clean the car after a service. They didn't do it. Like, they fixed the seatbelts and whatnot. But the one thing that did not get fixed / done up was the cleaning. Yeah, school. I don't know why I just went to school. But yeah, school's a bit shit. What can you say? You go to school for 6 hours out of the day to learn about things that you don't use outside school, unless you do a vet course, which is technically just a TAFE course in school. Like, they teach you the course in school, which is great. I love doing my vet course. I do my vet course of the entertainment industry, where literally it's just the backstage stuff of like theaters and stuff, where it's like the sound, the lighting, the distributing of microphones, doing the projectors and whatnot, Yeah. I love that subject. It's great. I've missed out on about 8 hours of class this year. So I've missed out on a whole day and a half, pretty much, this year. Missing subjects. Missing the same subject 8 times to do this, because I want to do this as a career. I want to go out there, and I don't even care about the performance. I don't even like musicals. It's just because I like what I do. I like sound. I like to do lighting. I wasn't much of a lighting guy. I was more of a sound guy, but lighting's kind of growing on me. It's fun to create crazy lights, like for example Martin Garrix. I don't know if you've seen him. His light's spectacular. One of my mates, Matthew, got me into it, and the fucking sick. It's sick. Like, it is amazing. It's just great. It's just great to see amazing lights. Like, you just see fucking, you just see lights just go. I'm learning to do that, which is great, but it's a slow process. At the moment in Australia, we have the HSC trials going on, and because Year 12 aren't allowed to like help other Year 12s do their thing, the Year 11s have to come in and like help. So, for example, obviously I do the entertainment industry, and for drama, they need a lighting guy. They need lighting for all this shit. Me, Matt, and one of the other guys comes in. His name's Callum. He's not really in my class. He's just a guy who sort of knows what he's doing, because we've got this new desk. It's about $2,500. And he worked on this old 80s desk, 90s desk or whatever, which doesn't have the same stuff as the 2016 desk we have. It's about $2,500. I've used it before. It's a Mantra Light desk, and I understand how to use it, and Matt understands how to use it. It's just Callum who has no idea. He has an idea how to use the other desk, and because I'm also new to the school, I'm sort of teaching most of the guys how to do it, because me and Matt are the only two students who are capable of technically passing this class. There's maybe one or two others that I might just scrape through. There's maybe me, Matt, and two other people who are guaranteed to pass this subject. There's maybe a couple that might just scrape through. I can definitely tell there's one kid who definitely will not pass. I can definitely guarantee there's one kid that won't pass. Yeah. 17 minutes. This isn't really a pod. This is more of just a regular chat. There was this crash in... Oh, no, not crash. There was this thing in where I used to live, in Narara. So there's this high school right across the road from this cricket/footy field, and there was a footy game going on with 12-year-old kids, like a 12-year-old kid footy match, and this coach, who is a MMA fighter, was the coach of one of the away team, and there was a fight between the two literally 12-year-old kids fighting. There was a fight between those kids. One of the kids got absolutely clattered, sent to hospital. But before he was even sent to hospital, the coach of the away team came in and pushed a kid to the ground. And that kid was sent to hospital. He was bang, 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 bruised up and shit. And the coach just bang onto the ground. I didn't see it, but I know where it happened, which is a bit mad. A bit mad. Oh, yeah. Also, big news. Lionel Messi leaving Barcelona, says freaking who? Well, obviously him. And it looks like he wants to join Man City to join his old coach, Pep Guardiola. Do I expect much of this? He's got a $1 billion Australian dollar release clause, which I was talking to my parents about this before. In his contract, he had an 8-year contract with Barcelona. In his contract, he obviously had the $1 billion Australian dollar release clause, $1 Australian billion dollar release clause. where at the last year of this contract, if he wants to leave, he has to activate that clause. The other 7 years, he could ask for a month on the transfer market for free. And at the moment, he wants to activate that. But he can't. Because that clause is out of date. Even though Barcelona is suing Messi at the moment for something or other of lying about his clause in his contract, and it's crazy. It's crazy, you know. Yeah. So my birthday is coming up, but Father's Day is this weekend. Talking about cars again. Right, my dad works for Mercedes, and sometimes he gets some Mercedes merch. We've got heaps of hats, shirts, jackets, just shit. The other day, my dad came home with a sort of a cookie tin, biscuit tin thing, and I've got it here with me in my room. God knows why. He's got this key that is a USB. He's got this AMG Petronas F1 team hat, a couple of shirts, and this is the tin. It's of a 1960s F1 car that Mercedes ran in Monaco. They ran in Monaco back then when some Donny was racing. So, yeah, my dad really gets lucky with some stuff. He gets stuff for Subaru as well, and Nissan, and yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. Jeez. That is literally it. I have nothing else to talk about. I may as well just call this series Jaden Rambles for 25 plus minutes. Which is why the title of this video is Jaden Rambles for 25 plus minutes about random shit. And the video will literally go for 25 minutes and 1 second. Why? Because I'm going to sit here in peace and quiet until it hits that mark. No, just kidding. I'm going to find something to talk about because I have run out of things to talk about. But I want to talk more because I want to get this video over 25 minutes. FIFA. FIFA, NBA 2K, and something else is coming out at the end of this year. So we obviously have FIFA and 2K, NBA 2K. The demo came out for 2K. I haven't played it yet, but everyone says it's literally copy and paste. Which they literally say, they literally talk about it when they release what's in each game. They literally say that the game on the current gen console is going to be the exact same. And they say on the next, Ronnie 2K literally says in a stream that current gen is going to be the exact same and next gen is going to be run by different people. They literally say it. Alright, that's going to be it for the rest of the video. It might say 25 and 1 second, which I'm going to drag this out. Well, it's time for me to get up because I have to go somewhere. Yes, my room. I have a Cristiano Ronaldo thing, my favourite player of all time, and Zlatan, because he has scored my favourite goal of all time, which is that bicycle kick against England when he was still playing for the national team. Yeah. That's the only 2 pictures in my room. I don't know why I've said this, but I have. So, yes. 25 minutes and 1 second in 7 seconds. So, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.